Hello, my name is Viv Kelly and welcome to the virtual Burren food fair at Russell's Fish Shop at the Fiddle Hotel in Doolin. Okay, I'm going to cook for you today a half a grilled lobster with a Cajun butter. I'm going to serve it with a salad of papaya, or also known as pawpaw, with cos lettuce, some red onion, some pumpkin seeds, toasted sesame seeds and some flax seeds. So what we're using is local lobster. This is brought to us by Michael O'Connell, our local lobster fisherman. This was caught under the cliffs of Moher yesterday. So I've obviously prepared it to prepare the lobster. So they have to be, you have to get lobsters live. You can't cook a dead lobster. It releases an enzyme into the meat and lots of bacteria. It's actually making it really, really sick. So what we do is we get a pot of boiling water. We just salt it slightly, and I kill the lobsters humanely before I cook them. A lot of people just throw the lobsters straight into boiling water. So what I do is I put a knife through the back of their heads. It sounds a little harsh, but it's actually the most humane way of killing a lobster. So we add it to the boiling water. Roughly it's about 8-9 minutes for a pound lobster, which is an average size, a little bit less than a half kilo. And we boil it for 8-9 minutes, then we take it out and then we refresh it in cold water, which means that we stop the cooking basically. So this is one I prepared yesterday. So as we take it from the cold water, we then cut it in half. As you can see, we've kept, the lobster has two major claws. So it has one large claw for crushing, and then it has an incisor claw for cutting, like scissors. So we've taken the larger claw. So what I've done is I've cut it in half. Now all the lobster parts you can eat, obviously, except for the shell, and two other parts in the body, which is the sac, which is located here on the head, and that's basically the intestine. It's quite an unusual place to have an intestine in your head, but there it goes. Also, I've removed the legs from here, and the reason is just at the top of the legs there's a little sort of like cartilage, there's like a tissue that you can't eat. They're called the dead man's fingers. So we remove those, and we're basically left with a half lobster ready to go. Just crack the shell. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Cajun butter, which is quinoa butter, actually from County Mayo, where I'm from, and it's a farmhouse butter. Organic, and I add some Cajun spices, so just your regular Cajun spices that you can get in any supermarket, a little bit of lime juice, and some brown sugar, about a teaspoon of brown sugar for about half a pound of butter. So there you go. So we're just going to pop that on top of the lobster. You can lash plenty on. So what we're basically doing is reheating. Now, where I've broken the shell, you want to get that butter inside it. So you want to flavour it inside. You can just move it around. Okay, and then we're going to pop that under the grill. Take about 6-7 minutes to fully reheat. And while that's on, I'm just going to put the salad together. So we have cos lettuce, or otherwise known as romaine lettuce. This comes from Celtic Salads in the Bell Harbour by Colin Fahey. Colin produces all my lettuces, all my herbs, and it's great to have a local producer like Colin. So basically I've taken the head, I've just cut off the bottom and just picked these lovely fresh leaves. So I'm just going to get a bowl, and this is really rustic dish. It's quite easy, it's very quick. So we add our romaine or cos lettuce, 6 or 8 leaves per person, and then what I have here is papaya, also known as pawpaw. It's like a melon from the melon family. It comes from Central or South America, and it has a lovely sweet flavour, and it contrasts well with the Cajun butter and the grilled lobster. So we'll add a couple of pieces of the papaya. So you just peel this almost like a melon. You scoop out the seeds in the centre, and you can scoop it out or peel it out. So we give about 5 or 6 pieces of the papaya. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of red onion for colour. So we try and use as much local produce as we can. That's what we're all about in the Burren. There's some great producers, from St. Goat's cheese to the Burren Smokehouse. We also use in Russell's we use the Burren Brewery, the microbrewery. We use Peter Curtin's blonde ale or lager for our beer batter for our chips, fish and chips. Okay, so basically we have our cod lettuce, just some red onion, some papaya, some pumpkin seed, some sunflower seed, and a little bit of flax seed. That just gives a little bit of texture to the salad. Okay, now before I dress this, this is just a vinaigrette that I make up, or more like a dressing. So it's jalapenos. So you can buy, it's preferably to use the jalapeno that you get in jars, so they're being pickled. Not as harsh. Also, it's easier to puree. So we add some sugar. So you can use, I use icing sugar. Some jalapenos, freshly squeezed lime juice and lime zest, and then some olive oil. Just into a blender. And you can make it like a vinaigrette. So you blend up your jalapenos, your lime juice and your sugar, and then slowly drizzle in your olive oil. So I use a good quality extra virgin olive oil for this. Okay, we'll just go to the lobster. You can hear it sizzling away. Okay, lovely. So don't worry about it burning. The shell is going to obviously brown a little bit, and you don't mind because you're not going to eat the shell. So you can see that that's browning away nicely. So we'll just pop it back in for a few more minutes, and we can put our salad together. Okay, so just to recap, so we have our cod lettuce, we have some red onion, papaya, and just a mixture of seeds, so flax, sunflower, and sesame. So a little drizzle of the oil. So this is your sweet jalapeno. So jalapenos, sugar, lime juice, and olive oil. So give it a nice gentle toss. And this is a perfect dish on a summer's day. Okay, so we'll just going to plate this up. Okay, and then just empty all your ingredients on top. Fresh papaya, red onion, and just while we're finishing off the lobster, we'll just check them again. It's almost there. So we'll just chop some fresh parsley. Again, this is from Fayre at Catch Talent in the Burren, in that harbour. So we use stalks and all. Try not to waste anything. Just a little tip if you're chopping herbs or anything with a chopping knife, always keep your fingers down like this so that your nails are vertical to the knife, so that if the knife does hit your nails, it's going to brush off your nail, as opposed to if your nail is flat, it's going to cut straight through your skin and get a nasty cut. So just keep your nails vertical to the knife. Okay. And just to finish off, a little bit of lemon. Okay, so I think it's time to put it together. Okay, so there we go. Grilled lobster, Cajun butter. So we can just pop this on top of the salad. Okay. So a little bit of fresh parsley. And a little squeeze of lemon juice. bit of lemon for decoration. So there you go. It's half a grilled lobster with a Cajun butter, with a salad of cos lettuce, papaya, and mixed seeds with a sweet jalapeno dressing. If you'd like to see some more of my recipes, you can see them in this book, the Burren Dinners book, which is available online at burren.ie.